Indiana Jones has a lot of hidden passageways as well that the PinSnake is really great for. You have your right orbit that feeds into the in lanes up top. You have a 180-degree curve U-turn right up top here on the Path of Adventure, which also has a diverter that feeds out into the bridge in the back and dumps out either into the Path of Adventure platform here, or there's a rail that runs alongside here. I'll move the camera to the other side so you can see both sides of the field at the same time. I'm going to start with the Path of Adventure. I'm just going to start from underneath the habit trail, go up, past the plane, and you see this comes out nicely right up to the habit trail. Now there's a switch here, so you don't have to go onto the wire form because you don't want to catch that switch and bend it backwards. Just kind of like, you know, bump it. And while I'm here, I'm going to move the diverter. Now I'm going to stick my hand into the plastic here, push the diverter to the left, and now I can feed him all the way through the bridge. And I can get to right about there. There's a gate here as well. You can't really see that, but there's a gate there, so you don't want to go past that. And pull it out. Shoot your own stick and come out with it. The right orbit, same thing. Just going to feed it all the way through. And I'm going to go ahead and clean it. Now, there's a one-way gate right here. Don't go past it. You will lock. So, you want to kind of listen for it. Just see, if I go too far, it might just get locked and you have to reach in and lift it up with your finger. So I just kind of like tap the gate. You can kind of gauge where it is. Don't ever pull, don't ever force. And I'm just going to bring it back down here. I'm going to go up the super jackpot to the lock ball and clean that area. Now the pop bumpers are covered by two habit trails and the plane and the ramps. So I just kind of use the snake to kind of guide my way through there up to the Y. Clean that part, and then I can actually push them a little bit. Push them again into the D. There we go. And clean that part. And then go around the left, go around the right pop bumper into the N. Feed it up. And then stretch it all the way over into the I. And while I'm here, I might as well go into the block ball right here as well. It curves 90 degrees right into that little scoop. On the left side of the upper playfield, you have your long trail that goes along the POA here that returns the ball. You also have this nice little tight horseshoe ramp here. You have the saucer, the mode start, and then you have an orbit that goes up all the way to the end lanes again. Now there's also a one-way lock gate up there, so again, just like you did on the right, you only want to do on the left, you only want to go past the gate. And then, oh, there's also a pathway from the pop bumpers that goes underneath all this and dumps back out to the left orbit. And I'll show you that. I'm going to go from the top. Okay, on the left upper playfield, I'm going to start with the light jackpot ramp. And you have it, it's just pretty easy, but there's a plastic here, so you just want to be very careful. You don't scrape it too much or anything. And just kind of push the snake around. You see he just makes that horseshoe real nice. There's a switch right here. Don't go past the switch. No need to. Just bring it back down. I'm going to go up here alongside the Path of Adventure. Now, there's a piece of plastic here covering a 90-degree bend right to a post, right to a gate. This gate is a one-way gate, so you can't go past it. So I'm just going to feed the snake right up to the post. You can even lower the post and push them a little further. And that's good enough. Path of Adventure is open, so there's no reason to use the snake. I mean, if you're here, you know, you already have it in your hand, you can just kind of guide it through. And you see, you just kind of clean it like this, but again, you can just use the rag. Okay. There's also this orbit that feeds from here down to here. So I'm actually going to come in from this side now. I'm going to put the snake down in the pop bumpers. And using my fingers, I'm just going to give him a nice U-turn. I can actually see where he's coming. I can see him through the hole of the path of adventure. And I'm gonna push him, and there he is. I'm gonna take the stick, and I can seesaw all that. The ball travels in there a lot. So you will find that area sight unseen as you clean it. Your left orbit, there's a mode star, there's a saucer here, easy enough, but the left orbit goes all the way underneath the path of adventure, and it feeds up into a one-way gate near the in lanes, near the rollover lanes. I can hear it. I don't want to go past it, because if you lock in there, you're gonna have a little tough time trying to get the snake back out. I'm just kind of knocking at the door. That makes sense. Okay, on this side you have the shooter lane, which feeds underneath the ruins and pops out near the top of the orbit up there. You have your lane right here from the idol, which obviously you don't need to use the snake on because it's all open. This is all open. I don't really need to use the snake around here so much. I can do the in lanes pretty well, but just start with the shooter lane, because obviously it goes under the ruins. I'm just gonna feed, now you have a piece of plastic here. You can just slightly lift that up, get the snake in there as much as you can, and go ahead and just right underneath all that. Bring it back out. So for your in lane out lanes on the right side, this is all open, so it's easy enough just to get the rag to it. Same thing with the lower out lanes. For the in lanes, this one's covered by 2 wire forms, so I'm just going to kind of feed this through on the top, push them through, and just seesaw. Same thing on the right, feed it through the top, push that. Keep the stick up and control the snake. Seesaw. Everything else is in the open, so there's no real need to go crazy with it. Now, and that's pretty much it. Give it a little playfield clean. Over here, I always give the flippers a little rub, and your Indiana Jones is as good as new.